Hi, welcome to the Professional Natural Hair and Extensions Business Academy. That's the arm of our business that helps to train you with skills and knowledge and information so that you can become independent, make your own money, and live your own life. My name is Joy Fido, and today we're coming to you with something amazing. As always, we want to chat with you to get you understand the skills that you need to move your life forward. Welcome on board. Okay, so the topic we're looking at today, again, we always aim to empower you with knowledge. We call it the personal development side of our business. Now, we know that it's not enough for you to just go out there, get training, make money, and life is sweet. It's difficult for lots of people to understand how to use themselves to achieve the things they want in life. And this is why we've been coming to you regularly now with personal development. It was something I did when I got into business. It helped me to change the way I saw life. So it's something I'm happy to share with you. You know what we represent. We represent sharing. And that's why we're sharing this side of our life with you. For you to understand that for you to be able to achieve the things you want in life, you have to develop as a person first. And we've said over and over, some people have all the money, don't know how to use it. Some people have all the time in the world, don't know how to use their time. Some people have the ability, complete human beings, and they know how to turn their physical self into valuable things that they are looking for. So this is what personal development is all about, and this is what some people will call motivational speaking, but I prefer to call it personal development. And today's topic is about getting you to know that the money is in your hands. It's all about you discovering the hidden money that's in your hands. So if you can open your two hands and look at yourself and look at your hands, in there is money. And we want you to know that the money is in your hands. And we are going to show you how to find that money that's in your hand. And we call it, let me show you the hidden money in your hands. But our topic is mainly on that. The money is in your hands. And let me show you that hidden money in your hand. So we're going to take it from there, and you're going to get to know so much again, like we always do. So like we've said, we want you to discover the hidden money in your hands. And something I like telling lots of people these days is self-employment, you employing yourself, is now the new job seeking. Remember that years back, you go to school, you gain all your knowledge, you gain all your skills. I wouldn't call it skill, you gain all the knowledge, you gain academic education. And the minute you come out, there's a job waiting out somewhere for you, and that's you. You send some application, you get an interview, and you start work. That was fantastic, but that was years back. And things have turned around right now. Things have changed. Now there are very few jobs out there, but it hasn't stopped the universities from bringing out the same number of students year in, year out. It hasn't stopped our school system from educating our children every day with the same skills, the same knowledge. So what's happened is demand has outstripped supply. Supply in economics is when somebody gives you something, demand is when you want something. So demand and supply. The supply of jobs is practically zero now. Economic recession everywhere. And so the more informed people, the more educated people, there's so many of us out there, plus many more that are being trained as we speak, very little job to go around. So that's why I came up with self-employment is a new job seeking. So with the number of millions of us out there looking for job, we might as well as employ ourselves. And if you can look into your hands, that's where I want you to look. That money you're looking for, it's in your hand. So discovering the money hidden in your hands, we just mentioned how demand has outstripped supply. And I'll give you an example. This week I went for an event and I got this really scary news. This happened in Nigeria. You know I come from Nigeria. And what happened was they had an employment thing going on. A department, immigration department, wanted to employ people, and the job was just for about 4,000 people. You don't want to hear how many people turned up. 500,000 people applied for this job of 4,000 people. And then what happened? There was stampede everywhere. 16 people died. It's not exciting to give you a news like this, but this is what is going on around the world. It doesn't matter what country you're from, this is going on. People are depending on other people to create jobs for them. 500,000 people showing up for a job of 4,000 people. What do you think the criteria for employment will be? And this is where I have been speaking, and I will not stop speaking, because it's in my soul to try and understand why people don't want to look into themselves and create what they want. This is what I did, and that's why I can relate to it. I chose to find what I want to do with my own two hands. I have worked in so many places: banking, telecoms, beauty, selling, buying and selling, and you name it. But when it hit me, when reality hit me, and I realized with 4 children, I couldn't go keep begging people for a job. When if my son fell ill, I couldn't leave work. If my son needed to go on a school trip, I couldn't leave work. Things like that bothered me so much. I needed something I could control. And this is why I chose to do what I did. But on realizing that I've got a skill, it wasn't enough for me to just keep it to myself and be selfish with it. So this is when that side of me that's willing to share came up. And I decided to share my skill and knowledge with as many people as are willing to take it on. And so this is where we come in. If you know you want to make a change in your life, if you know the things happening around you is not what you are looking for, if you know you've looked for this job is not happening, reality is time does not wait for any of us in life. Before you know it, the days will be adding on, the years will be adding on, your children will be growing older, and then you're still sitting down there and hoping that something great is going to happen. Miracles don't happen that way. You have to make the miracle happen. God will help you if you help yourself. And this is what I did again. I will repeat myself. And not just me, I have trained thousands of women out there all over the world. And I have so many success stories. I showed them the money in their hands. I'm not saying to you that everything my students do all over the world, I taught them. No, I got them started. I showed them the right path. I told them things to do. And by the time they finished getting the skills I offered them, they then went and added more, which is entirely up to you. If you want to add more things, once you become more exposed, more informed, more aware, you can add as many things as possible. That's what we want for you. Success is what we want for you. And you're better off doing this than sitting at home and waiting for some job to happen. I don't have to emphasize it. Jobs don't happen anymore. You have to make it work. And the solution is in your hands. So we are coming to you. We want to show you what's in your hands so you don't know it's there. That's what we call it hidden. The money is hidden in your hands. And each day that passes by without you doing something, you are throwing the money that's in your hands away. And I know it, and I believe that this is how God wanted us to take care of ourselves, by giving us two hands. Why are you wasting the money in your hands? Why are you throwing it away? So the question you might be asking me is, why is she so interested in me? Why is she telling me all this? The reason I'm telling you this is because it bothers me to see so much poverty around. It bothers me to see so many people suffering. I have children, I have relatives, and I don't like to see poverty. I don't like to see my children lacking. And the same I feel for every child out there. Why should we lack when we could do something with ourselves? And poverty leading to lack is also leading to crime. And then you're hearing about neighborhoods where there's so much crime, people have to live practically behind bars because they have to put up this and put up that and protect themselves so that people don't break into where they live. Where do you think that is coming from? From poverty. If you can make some money and you can earn the kind of money you want, you will go and rent a place or buy a home in a decent neighborhood. That's what money gives you. And that's why I don't like people thinking that money is a crime. Anyone that tells you money is bad, that person does not like you. Because money buys you the things you want in life. Money is going to help you help your friends, help your family, help people around you. So if you don't have money, how are you going to help even yourself? How are you going to pull your children to the best schools around? Or take them on a good holiday? Or buy them decent clothes so they look good? We all have it in us to look good. We all have it in us to look beautiful. We all have it in us to be happy. But because of the pain caused by poverty, most people just walk around looking sad, looking miserable, looking depressed, going insane. Breakups in marriages most of the time down to lack of money. Husband screaming at wife, wife screaming at husband. There's no food in the house. How do we go about life? Down to poverty. And then when you really look at this person, they got two hands and a head to go with it. It just bothers me. I don't see why people should be suffering like that. And there's a passage in the Bible that my people suffer for lack of knowledge. This is where I come from. I don't want people to suffer for lack of knowledge. If you are aware of all the other different things you could do to change your life, which is the messages I've been sending across, and you choose not to change your life, then the situation you find yourself in is self-inflicted. You created it. Because like I've said over and over, when I went to do trainings to get this skill and knowledge that I have today, I took my children's savings money that was supposed to have been saved for my children. I took it and I said, my investment in me gaining knowledge that will provide food for them tomorrow is the same as saving money for them. Instead of the money sitting in the bank doing nothing, earning minor interest, I might as well invest it in my hands and use my hands to create more money for them. And that's what I've done. That's what I wish for every woman out there to do. Think of your children. Think of your cousins, your relatives, your nieces, your nephews. Think of Christmas when they need something and you can't afford it. Think of the holidays. Think of the presents they are asking from you. These are the things you should put at the back of your mind before you decide, I don't want to change my life. So I've said, each day you sit idle doing nothing is money thrown away. You've thrown that money away. That day, look back on your life. Each time you were waiting for an application to go through, for someone to call you, these are days that you will never get back again. And that's all the money you have made then gone. So it's now for you to make your decision today and start taking action. Why are you sitting idle and doing nothing? Why? There are choices. And the choices are, you can go out there and do something with your hands and make the change. And what we are recommending to you is come into the natural hair and extensions industry. Why am I dragging you in here? Because I am in here and I know what's in it. I have done everything. Like I said, I've sold, I've bought, I've worked. And as far as I'm concerned, which I've explained in so many other videos, this is the one area that, apart from you gaining your knowledge and your skill, you don't need anything else to invest in. And all you will be doing is reaping the benefits. You will be reaping the benefits from the training that you have taken on. And we want you to be part of this. We don't want you to procrastinate anymore. And we're coming to you with loads and loads of opportunity. This is what we call today's video. We call it Discover that Hidden Money in Your Hands. Now we're going to take you through understanding what the industry is all about. We're going to equip you and empower you with the skill. And then it doesn't just end there. We want you to understand how to market your newfound skill that then brings money in. And for my students here in the UK, we're organizing what we call the networking meeting. Networking meeting gives you the opportunity to chat with your next person, find out what they're up to, find out what's going on, how you can move your things forward. And I have so many students on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, you name it. People are sitting on the internet. This is one area where you cannot go wrong. Because where you come from, they may be lacking people to help sort out their hair. And they don't know where you are. But when you go online and you say, I am based here, people know where you are and then they come to you. And we have proved it. Over the years, we make the most of our interaction with our clients online. I mean, years back when we started, we did all the live ones, go around, give out flyers, do what you call marketing in so many different ways, advertising magazines and newspapers. But now, most of our work is done online. You have access to that. So once you have your skill, you don't lack. There's so many ways you can get your skill known. So why natural hair and extensions industry? That was the question. What can you do in natural hair and extensions industry? You can care for your client's natural hair. Remember, there's a huge demand now for natural hair care. And when I say natural hair, while lots of people may just think the Afro hair, in the new neighborhood where we are located, we don't just deal with Afro hair anymore. We're dealing with all types of hair, Asian hair, Caucasian hair, and then obviously the Afro hair. Natural hair means chemical free. There's no chemical. Now that's the one thing we don't do. We don't touch chemical, but we can show you so many ways you can play with the natural hair. Caucasian hair needs cornrows occasionally. They need weaves, which is what we call the track extensions. They need the single plaits occasionally. I get clients asking for that. People want a different look, especially when it gets to summer. People want to look different and unique and beautiful. My little flyer says, stop wearing boring hairstyles. What are boring hairstyles? Every day you brush your hair the one way. That is boring. And then the next thing you could do is color it, give a blonde highlight or brown highlight or green highlight. That is boring. So people are looking at different ways to, design their hair, be very creative. Remember, natural hair is mostly about creativity. And so what we're saying is, you will be able to care for your client's natural hair. I have to explain this all the time. 7 billion people in the world. Now, you cannot even deal with 10,000 people. You can't deal with 1,000 people. Maybe 500, maybe 600. And there's still so many more out there. So why do you think you will lack? People want to look good. People want their self-esteem raised. People want self-confidence. That's what you'll be selling to your clients. So you'll be caring for their natural hair in so many different ways. You'll be braiding their hair. Cornrows, box braids, twisting. You'll be adding extensions to all of that. So box braids with extensions, the one we call the feather tips or loose box braids, which is so popular right now. Beyonce's wearing it, Kelly Rowland's wearing it, so many people, Solange wore it, and I can't even begin to name them. So many celebrities are wearing the box braids. You can offer that. You can bring in cornrows. You can bring in Ghana cornrows. You can bring Senegalese twists, which is one of my favorite, extremely beautiful. You can bring in track waves. You can bring in full waves. You can make your clients wear the wig. Like I love to wear wig. People sometimes ask, oh, she talks natural hair, but she never shows her hair. I show my hair when I feel like it. My hair's healthy. And when I'm so busy attending to people, clients, students, doing DVD every day for you and videos for you, so I never have the time to sit down and say I'm caring for my hair. So because of that, I put on my lovely wigs. You could be the one giving wigs to your clients and making sure it's looking all nice. It's one of the things one of my students loves to do. She is an expert at creating amazing lace wigs. So all of these are areas you can get into. So many choices. And you still think there is no money out there or there are no jobs, and you're still sitting idle and looking for what to do, sending applications. With natural hair and extensions, you can go into retail. And when we say retail, this is another aspect of our business that lots of people get really shocked. People go, oh, but I'm nearly 60, I'm 50, I have children, my leg hurts. I don't think I can go into this anymore. And it makes me laugh. I keep asking, now look around you. All the people selling extensions and hair products and you name it, wherever you're based, who are these people? I know here in the UK, it's mostly the Indians. Black people barely even sell extensions, all the products. And when you go around looking for these shops, it's very few black people who are in it. And in America, again, same people. The Malaysians, you name it. It's not the black people. What's stopping you from getting in? Why can you not own a shop? There are shops around you. Own a shop and sell the same things. Where do they come from? We will show you where they come from. Most of them come from China, India. So why can you not save money, go and just buy the extensions, buy the products and sell it? Don't tell me, don't give me any excuses like, oh, I haven't got money. Because I know lots of people who end up with all the money they have in their property. You can go on there and take some money off your mortgage to set up your business. There's so many ways around it. So these are the things you'll be learning when you come for a training with us where we can show you the money that's in your hands. And then once you've known how to go into the industry, buy and sell, gain your skill, next question will be, where can I work from? Where can you work from? You have so many choices. You can work from your home. Set up a little corner in your home and start working with hair. You can only work with one head at a time. So you don't need a huge shop to set up. The minute you start looking for a huge shop, you're looking for staff, you're looking for people. But you want to set up, you want to start small. I started small in a little corner in my house. So why can you not do the same if you really must get into something and change your life? So you can work from home. You can be freelance. Go from your client's house, carry your little kit with all your materials in it, and off you go. You can rent a booth in a salon. Just rent a chair. This is my chair in this salon. I pay X amount every week. I'm done. You can start your salon if you got the money. So I want you to get into this now. Don't delay anymore. It's not worth your time. Just living through life and have nothing to offer yourself. Offer yourself. I'm not even talking about anyone else. If you cannot rightly put your hand in your pocket and buy the things you want, what kind of life is that? And I know people who just sit down there and wait for government to help them. Government is not your brother, it's not your husband, it's not your wife, it's not whatever it is. They can only do what will keep you up on a certain level. They're not going to push you any higher than normal. And I told you about a video I watched about poverty and how the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And people are standing on the line begging for food. Doesn't that hurt? And I looked at them and they were all able-bodied people. People going into the post office waiting for money. Why can't you save that money and do something with it? Get our DVD, get our video, get something, put some little skill in your hand and start using it. That's all we are asking you to do. Help yourself. You can work with celebrities. I've talked about Beyonce and co wearing braids and weaves and all of that. You can work on a cruise ship. You can work for advert agents. You can work for modeling agency. You can work for school activities and events where children have had to deal with that. Children are lined up in queues and all they want is a few lines of cornrows or one single plait in a color. So these are choices. I don't know what else. I know lots of people who've done training and have no idea how to use the skill and where to go. But here I am giving you hints and tips and information and all the things you need to get you started. All that's left is for you to get up and do it. That's all I want from you. Get up and do it. And the next question you probably will ask is, okay, now I have my skill. Now I know where I can work. How much do I charge? How much do I charge? How much do you charge will depend on you. Depend on your location. You remember we talked about demand and supply. So if you're the only one supplying the skill of braiding or weaving or extensions or wig, I heard once about a lady who was based in New Zealand and she was 70 years old. She was the only one offering braiding. And my client said to me it was hard to get on her on her diary because people booked a year ahead. Now when you find locations like that, all you have to do is go to such a location. Go to a place where there's less people offering this service. There's so many places like that in the world. Even out there in the US, there's so many places like that. Because we receive inquiries all the time. Do you have someone you train in California? Do you have someone you train in Atlanta? Do you have someone you train? People are asking us all the time. And it's down to you to take up that challenge. And be the one that we will say, yes, we got someone in Atlanta. Her name is XYZ. And maybe the next question you're going to ask me, so how much should I pay for this training? We have talked about this over and over and over again. You're going to look in the description box because we've got an amazing plan for you. We've put together an amazing training package where we've offered you a day completely free. Now this one day that's going to give you this understanding of what this industry is all about, including demonstration depending on how the day goes, is a day you're going to get to know all there is to know. We've made it absolutely free. If you came to train with us on that particular day without you coming when we are offering it, you'll be paying about £300 sterling. I haven't converted that to dollars. But we're not charging you. We've told you it's completely free. Why? I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear anyone say, the only reason I haven't been able to change my life is because I don't know what to do. This is your chance. Your chance to come and listen and hear if this is something you're looking for. And then we can take it from there. So with hair beauty or natural hair and extensions, whatever you learn, you will make money. That is guaranteed. Whatever you learn, you will make money. The skill you're going to gain learning or training from us is yours for life. And I say to everyone, in as much as the first few days you're struggling, you're trying to make sense of it, that's what every skill does. If you know how to drive, you didn't get into the car the first day and became an expert driver. So you will go through the teething problems, which is making sure you perfect your fingers, and I will put you through all understanding. Once you've done that, the rest is for you to practice it. Once you practice it, you got comfortable, get confident, you start sharing this skill with your clients. And the weirdest thing, very interesting, we had an email recently, and this lady just watched what we did on YouTube, which I know so many people just watch YouTube and become good even before they buy our DVD. Just watching YouTube changes people's lives. And she then wrote us saying, I followed your tutorial on YouTube and my client's hair is coming out. Very strange. And we're thinking, what tutorial? Because this definitely would not have happened in a video that you bought from us. So we wrote her back and said, what tutorial are you talking about? Did you order the DVD? And then she wrote back, no, I didn't order the DVD. It was what I saw on YouTube. I said to everyone, you didn't just look at YouTube and think you're going to be an expert. You don't expect me to sit here, take all this power, electricity, spend all the time sitting here with you, and sit there with the camera that I bought with so much money, with a cameraman behind it who needs to be fed himself, and get all these models that I bring on board to show you how you could play with hair. And then I should just be throwing images on YouTube and skill on YouTube for you to become an expert. And what we found really weird was she was working with a client. So you're already making money from watching something free. But someone says to you, pay a little bit of money to get it properly. No, you suddenly feel, no, you shouldn't pay. It should be free. So you get it free, and then you charge someone for it. I had a scenario like that as well a long time ago. Not too long ago, another lady watched something, and she wrote me and said, I'm trying to understand how to make a certain part of my work look good. Could you give me information and hints and tips on how I can do this? And I said, okay, no problem. Come on Skype, I'll charge you through. But it's going to cost you $20. $20? She didn't bother coming back. But I see her adverts on Facebook, and she charges $120 to put hair in. The most basic hair in. And $20 is too much to spend to gain better knowledge and perfect her skill. So whatever it is you take on from us is guaranteed. I say to everyone, and I say it with my eyes wide open and staring at you, if you have taken any of our course, anyone, and you have not got that skill, come back to me and explain to me what part you did not understand. Because my commitment to you is to make sure you know what you have come to me for. Because I've been through the process and I know what people want. And that's why we chose to make our training from beginner level. Lots of people out there teaching, claiming to teach, don't take you from beginner level. They only take you from advanced level. But I know what I'm teaching you, and that's why I can take you from beginner level. So whatever you invest in our training, you will recover your money. Even if it was just the one thing. I mean, today I was just thinking to myself, how much were we selling our downloads? It started with $20, now we made it $25, and it's going to go higher. Because when you get your skill, it will be just one client who will pay that price. Plus you will have some change. You don't tell me you create cornrows for $40. It will depend on where you are. Because I know I have relatives who work with hair and they don't charge something that's silly. So the one client, if you bought a DVD, one client will pay for your DVD, plus you will have change left. And that is just one client. And so if we say to you, take up a training, take up a package, we know what we want you to take up, because it will change everything that you were struggling with. It will. We know that. We've got testimonials from around the world. So once you've got your skill, you've invested your money in the training, you don't need to spend any more money in this industry. Apart from you updating your skill, maybe, but if you're looking at the kind of package we have put together for you, you don't need to update anything. You got 21 different skills. Not even for 2 years would you finish learning them. Although we've given you a period, but we know that most times you will end up using just a few of them. Lots of our students who did similar course only end up using a few because it's so much. And then you find it hard to invest. Because once you got your skill, all that's remaining now is your comb and your creativity. So whatever is in your head is what's going to count now. And that's what the knowledge and the skill was all about. Put it in your head. It's yours. You can travel the world with it. You can change location with it. You can hop on a plane with just a suitcase in your bag and you're gone. And you're going to go make money wherever you go. So we have made this very easy for you. We understand totally that traveling is a problem. We understand leaving your family is a problem. We understand moving into a completely different country, a completely different city, not knowing where you are is a problem. Lots of people struggle with that. I mean, we live in a tiny little neighborhood slightly away from London, and people next door to us can't even travel to us. That's too far. That's what we hear from people. Just next door, 20 minutes on a train is too far. 40 minutes on a train is too far. And I hop on the plane and I go to China, and that's all next door to me. I love excitement, I love traveling. But there are so many people who are so scared of moving next door, just walking across to their next door. And so we put that into consideration. And again, because of the inquiries we were getting, people said, I have 4 kids, I can travel away from my kids. I have a husband, I have a family to take care of. I can't go away. I had all of that, but I still went on the plane to different parts of the world to gain skill. So I'm not equating myself with everyone. There's so many people who have so many issues to deal with, and I'm not going to argue with that. I mean, I have to make things a lot easier for you. And that's why we've brought to you what we call the Home Study Pack. The Home Study Certification Pack. It's not just home study, but you're going to get a certificate with it. And the reasons we had to do this was based on the number of inquiries we had. I've done the single plaits, I've done the box braids, I've done the cornrows, I've done the twist, I've done the Senegalese twist, the Ghana cornrow. What next? What should I do next? How do I go about it? What do you think is the best one? So we had to put together this whole package based on your demands. Remember, we have the skill. There's still so many more to add on, but we are looking at you. We want to know what you want to know. Because if you tell us what you want to know, we do get occasional inquiries. Could you do this? Could you do that? And I reply and say, the reason we haven't done it is because the demand for it is so low. We can't just be sitting down, putting together a DVD, and only one person buys it. It's a waste of time on our part. So if the demand for something is high, we will create it. So there's so much out there to create, so many more things to create. But we want you to embrace it. We want you to appreciate it. We want you to say, you know what, thank you for putting this together because it's going to change something in my life. And you know us. If we can give you so much skill by just watching YouTube, when you put your money down, we are ready to be with you. We are ready to, you know how they put it, I got your back. We got your back. Because the minute you take our training, the minute you take on this full certification package, we will work with you to achieve what you are dreaming to achieve. That's our promise to you. And our promise don't come easy. When we make a promise, we keep to our promise. So this pack is ready for you. And we've gone a step further with this. We've given you a date that we are coming to you. We want to come to you to reinforce this learning. So you order your pack, you start working with it. we come to you 4 whole days. We're ready to sit with people who have already ordered this pack, and we guide you through anything that's given you confusions, anything that hasn't made sense. On the theory side, the bootcamp, the business understanding, we have it. 7 DVDs making up the business understanding. I don't know anyone who's done that. When I went for my trainings all over the world, no one told me about business. The business I have put together for you are based on my experiences and my knowledge and my continuous reading and studying. There's no kind of book I haven't read to understand hair industry. And not just hair, to understand how to help you in so many different ways. And I come with so much knowledge from so many backgrounds. So why shouldn't I be in a position to help? That's what we're here for, to help. To make sure that all this poverty we're talking about disappears. And we don't want to have anyone struggling when they have 2 hands. So this package we put together, and our coming to you, especially in the US, is to guide you. And we want you to take up your email, take up your phone, whatever you need to take up, call us, book now, register now. Because we don't know what next year is going to bring. We don't know what's the following years. So when you have an opportunity, you take it up. So like you said, if you came to us to learn what we put together, this is the package. And this whole package contains 30 DVDs. If you came to us to learn this, what we're selling this for is not even 1/3. You would have been looking at least 6,000 pounds. And I haven't converted that to dollars, so I don't know how much that will be in dollars. But we're giving you this at a very, very giveaway price, which is in the description box. And then plus the 4 days that we're giving to you, which is absolutely free. And then for people who have booked for this, you're gonna get from us 20 different packs, 20 packs of expression hair to help you with your training. I don't know what else I could be offering, because I've given you more than this can give. Reason being, if you don't join that 4-day program, you're not going to get the expression. Someone's asked us, people have been asking. No, anything that's coming extra with this package is coming if you book ahead of time. And then you come to meet us where we are in the US. Outside of that, this package is going to go higher, the price, and then the way you can connect with us will be by Skype. You still will get your certificate. We still will work with you for 6 whole months, which we have written out everything out detailed. So if there's any part of this you don't understand, email us. We will send you a full information pack on this package. Okay, so remember the package, and we've said people who are coming there will get 4 days extra. But then apart from the people taking on the package, we have put together a completely 1 day free, which I've explained earlier. And that 1 day normally will cost you £300 sterling. Again, not converted to dollars, but you are going to get that day completely free. And we don't want to have any excuses why somebody could not come. Why did we decide to put this together? Last year when we came, we had so many emails after I had left the US. I had no idea you came to the US, so please, when are you coming next? And please, when are you coming again? Oh, I'm very interested, I want to do this course, but when are you coming? When are you coming? So the questions kept coming and coming and coming. So that's what we're going to be telling you about this. We keep reminding you so you don't forget it. That's why we put this together. We want you to come completely free. Don't pay me to come on that day. That's my commitment to you. That's my special offer to you. Completely free. Come and sit in the classroom with me chat with me, get to understand this industry. And if after that there's still anything bothering you, maybe something I can help with. But at least you'll be with me face to face. You get to know why I'm so passionate about what I do. So that 1 day free we've given you the date. It's the 19th of August. 19th of August 2014. We want to sit with you completely free, get to know this industry, including maybe a demonstration class, depending on the number of questions I get. Just for you to have an idea that, yes, this money you're looking for is actually in your hands. So again, we made it free because we don't want anyone left behind. No excuses. Because there's someone in your community, there are people in your community who need someone to help them sort out their hair. And that person could be you. It could be you who's going to be the savior to help your people look after their hair, care for their hair. No more hair damage. No more I sat down and they put my hair too tight. No more the hair they did, I didn't like it. It didn't look good. Because we take you through all the stages where you can turn around and offer to your clients professional. That's what we believe in. Professional skill. And that's what we want to share with you. So that when you go back, and this is true even to people who've been doing this for long. I hear people say, I've been in here for 30 years, but I still want to perfect what I do. Yes. You will be surprised how much of 30 years is been that has really been dragged back, because today's hairstyle is different from what it was 30 years ago. And something again I want you to really get. People are asking me, does your certification cover my state? Now what you're going to get from us is professional certification. Professional certification means you will know how to do what you say you can do. For instance, if we say you want to learn the box braids, you will know how to design this. Now, if you went to cosmetology college, they will not teach you this. And I know the prices are ridiculous. $25,000, $1,100, you name it, they charge. We don't charge anything close to that. But we guarantee you will get the skill. Now, once you've got this skill, once you get our certificate saying you have done the skill, that is certified by Habia, that's the UK hair and beauty industry known across the Western world, you can take your certificate to your council, to your state, and say, I have this certificate. What exemptions can I get from the licensing board? That's what I want you to get. Because I cannot stop your state from asking you money to operate. I don't have that kind of powers. The power I have is to give you a skill. That's the power I will give to you. The power to create your business. The power to actually braid hair, weave hair, put wigs on somebody's head, trim the wig, do what needs to be done to a hair. I don't have the power to say, you know what, you have to clear out the dump outside my shop. You have to pay for your staff. You have to pay for your electricity. I don't have power for that. And that's what your licensing board is probably asking from you. I don't know. I don't live in your state. So let that question about, will your certificate give me license? I cannot answer that. You can take the certificate to your board and ask them and hear what they say to you. It is recognized all over the world. So if they choose not to, I will not be dragged into it. All I can say, I can send you a list that shows all the states where this is recognized. If you want that, we will send it to you. But we will not go and stand in the way of your state asking for money for their development. Nothing to do with us. So we hope this has been able to help you. But apart from the US, we still have this program running in various parts of the world. Here in the UK, we have it coming up in London. And in London, we have a date for you. We're organizing this same workshop absolutely free in London and I'm going to give. So the natural hair and extensions masterclass, that's absolutely free. We're going to underline that free. It was worth £300, but we're making it free. It's coming to you in the US 19th of August, and this is in Orlando. No, sorry, Kissimmee. We put all the details in the description box, so please, it's all there. Now in London, we will give you the location. If you email us, we're gonna send emails about it. Absolutely free. Again, same seminar is coming to you on the 31st of July. 31st of July. Emails are coming your way. And in Nigeria, we've been getting so many inquiries now. People are getting quite interested in knowing about the natural hair and how to work with it and how to avoid damage, which is a big thing we're experiencing back in Nigeria. We're coming to you in Port Harcourt. That's the state where I'm from. Coming to you in Port Harcourt, and it's going to be on the 3rd of November. 3rd of November. So if you're interested, email us, send us all your details, email, contact number, so we can register you, and then tell us your location as well. So email, contact number, location. Now everyone who has registered will be contacted. We will contact you, and depending on your location, we will give you full details of where it's going to be. Things like, this is where it's going to be, and this is the time, and these are the details of what the workshop is going to be all about. But from the little bits I've given you in this video, and the little bit I've given in so many other videos, now take your time. Please take your time. Go back on all our videos and get to listen to me. Because I find lots of people just watch one clip of my video and they come back with really nasty remarks sometimes. I don't know why. All I'm here trying to do is share knowledge and information with you. If you don't like the things we offer, feel free to move to the next channel. It's called internet. It's open to everyone. So if there are things you don't like about us, you maybe found our site by mistake, just move on to the next channel, to the next place. But if you find what we're doing is useful to you, if you find we're touching your life one way or the other, go back on our clips and get to know us. Get to have more information about us. Go into Google and type in Joy Fido. You hear so much, you read so much about me. I don't keep anything to myself. So I like to share with you. And so we hope we've been able to touch your life today. So we're really, really excited and looking forward to seeing you in these various cities we talked about. And I know people have been asking, when are you coming to our country, our state? We will try our best to, be in so many places, depending on the response we're getting from you. Because if it's the one person in a state, I'm not going to travel for one person. If it's 2 people, 3 people, if it's a lot of people in a state, it will make sense. I will go there. I'm here to support. So follow us on Instagram, and remember to like our pages. Like us on Facebook, World of Braiding and Extensions. We put all our training in there. Go in there. There's so many images of students at work, and you will see what this training is all about. If you go into World of Braiding, you see all the work I do, my clients, what I do with them. And then if you go on Instagram, there's Joy Fido, and there's also Joy Fido on Twitter. There's also World of Braiding on Twitter, and there's Joy Fido on LinkedIn. And I write a lot of blogs from time to time, worldofbraiding.wordpress.com. There's so much you can hear and learn from us. So thank you so much for watching this video to the end. And we love to work with you, and we love to see you in our various cities, and I can't wait to see you. Thank you.